watch me ball. Soon as I snap, hit it the pack, go for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walk on my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
what made you look under your car?
Time to regroup. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Touchdown, Raiders.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for 2. Back to throw again. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, what?
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
back at his own 49.
Are you this team?
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, from the white team.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. Able plus of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll look. Oh, that's how we do it. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. His first carry of the ball game. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, great. Okay. So you know how to log in? Okay. So
now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So the one you look at, anywhere you go, would be short-term medical plus elite act. There's all these options, but this one here,
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
and then there's you hear about the contest where for every one of these you do what you do, I forget, 20 or 25, you just do it in a 4-month period or something. They'll go back and give you like $100 bonus on each one or something. Whatever.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So for now, I add that. But I'm just showing you guys do this.
On is the punt team now as this one's set away. And taken right at the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
After that, everything's clear.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
32. Chiefs, nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And just click new plan once you have something to click, okay?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Always. It's not the same accident thing we just saw Lisa. We're going to get to that.
This is Bell. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
So this just works that way. So you do 2,500 deductible.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath.
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up. Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
It's 471 to get the play for 6 months. The difference is you have to pay for
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
You can't get anything anymore. You get 6 and 8, you might have coverage for the rest of the year. You know, I mean, it's a gamble. The company's gambling. They're going to guarantee coverage for 12 months instead of 6. So
they'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and had the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
What kind of stats am I?
That's an expense guard.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
See that?
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Yes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Raiders.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
And the Raider first down.
As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Wow.
When I sent you that, so you have that.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
First and last name in that middle, that gives me a little red flag. A lot of guys don't do it. Number 1. Number 2, for identity verification, click the line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
7.
Okay. 2-5-2-170.
Good thing he did Excuse me.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They'll get an email to say finish your act. What I do is
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
you're on a computer and you're on what browser right now?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
You don't have Firefox, you don't have Explorer, you don't have nothing else. Alright. Basically what we got to do is you have a VPN
do go for it. It's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he gets us all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Raiders 37, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Right here, so I don't.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Generic site. Okay, you see this? Ready to just sign in?
He didn't.
Back to the ground, this time to Bell. Now Bell hit, he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20, and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
And now you did this one. Now, Chesapeake's going to pay you right away.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Quickly complete into the right flat. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And how much business you've done. Once you've done 200,000 FYCR, you get the top 2 or 4.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
You get premium. So the commission, let's say, is 31%. That's 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 44, Chiefs 7.
You get 50,000.
Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And then your FYCRs are up. So it'll be easier if you get to 100,000 than 50. Because at 50, you're at 31% times 3. When you're already at 50, now you're going to be 37%.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go. And the Raiders have got him. Harold Landry, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Explanation purposes, okay? So, let's say you go to deal.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So divided by 12, you're only making $30 a month. Now that makes sense to you, right? Because your son $100 and you get 30%, right? Yeah. So that's $30 a month. Okay. So you sell this deal. Yay, it's the first deal. We got $100. You can listen to this too, okay?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
So
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And that'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
But you're going to get a deposit Tuesday, whatever, for $240. Well, now all of a sudden, you sell 3 deals at $100 a week. You're bringing in $750.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
So you got $240, but you only made $30. So you owe the company $210. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Because you brought in $750, but you only really earned $90 or whatever, okay?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
You have an unearned account, which is going to say...
Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So remember, if this customer is the only, let's do it this way, it's the only customer you ever sell. You sold $100, you got $240, right?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Now,
and a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some
if I sold
time.
this deal, I would get $30 this month, $30 next month, $30 next month. I don't want no advance anymore.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided, and he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Professional pay, there's $30. Every Tuesday that your earned account is in the positive, you get a check or the electronic deposit.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Your under account has been paid for 6 months. So 180 of the 240 you got is earned. But now you still owe $60, right? For month 7 and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
He'll air it out deep for Tubman. It's caught inside the 25. It's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on third.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Her husband is not going on a life she never worked. She started at no advance. Zero. She never wanted to, they never had a debt, they never had park payments, they never had house payments, they never wanted a debt. Because all this money you're getting in advance, you're paying interest. That's another charge that's going to be on your debt every year. You're paying like 6% interest a year. Okay? Guys, quiet. I'm on the phone.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the move.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
My earnings are what you really pay taxes on. So I was getting $50,000 a month, which is $600,000. So I had to pay taxes.
Back to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Allie, after you're done, can I play? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was no completion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
Who buns in me, Daddy? Who buns in me?
I don't care. She's an appointment at 3 o'clock. I'm going to call right now and helping neighbors.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, Geis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 58, Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Guess what? She ain't getting her haircut. All right.
What happened?
My mother is losing her mind, and it's just frustrating. she went, we have an appointment at 3 o'clock here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with the 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hope to get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They're coming here. The dealership is actually coming here at 3 o'clock to do the paperwork. And we dropped off to get her haircut. She called Steph. Oh, by the way,
from the gun, it's Mahomes.
I'm getting my hair color.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as they'll come on to kick this one away.
Can we stop and get my laundry? I'm like, no, I don't have time. Oh, it's just a minute.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Oh, I said if I get a certain amount, I break it down much. So every customer, so if I have 4,000 customers.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I had...
You have to sell to get paid.